Today I'm going to be talking about the best car from every single country. Before I start this video, I'm obviously not going to do every single country because all the African countries, all the Asian things, I don't know, just there's so many countries that probably don't even have car brands, and even if they did, it's not even worth doing, or else the video is going to take so long. So I'm just doing all the big brands. Starting off with England, and for England, you probably know by now that I'm obviously going to say the McLaren P1. Now, England, I do think doesn't make the greatest cars other than McLaren. I think Aston Martin, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Land Rover, I think that they're all very overrated. McLaren's the only reason they're even that good, in my opinion. The Senna and the 765LT, I think, are the next two best. But I think the P1 tops both of those because I think the Senna just looks weird where the spoiler is, and then the 765LT just doesn't look as good to me. Next up is USA, and for this one it's pretty controversial, but I think it's the Ford GT40. Now I think this looks better than the new Ford GT because I think the way the back of the Ford GT, the current one, kind of goes like that a little bit. And have you seen the Hamilton collection video where he got a new Ford GT, and when he had him and a passenger in there, they were like shoulder to shoulder, and it seemed very uncomfortable. Car should have some space between the front two seats. And I'm sure the GT40 is not much better, but it's got to be better than that. Also, why I think this is the best car of USA is because of the legacy that it's had. I mean, I don't know how many times it's won Le Mans, but I know it's won it a couple times at least. After Ferrari was saying, "Oh, America's never going to do whatever," then they came out with it. I think that's really cool. Next up for Germany, it's pretty easily the Mercedes AMG 1. Now the AMG GT Black Series and the AMG C63 are both pretty somewhat close second place spots, and the 918 Spider and the Carrera GT. But I think that the Mercedes AMG 1 tops all of those pretty easily, in my opinion, because it's literally a street legal F1 car. It holds the Nürburgring record by 9 seconds, I think, something crazy like that. And before I go any further into this, I'm just going to say, BMW fans, there's not a single BMW even close to this car. They're not even in the talk for the best German car. Next up for Japan, we have the Nissan Skyline GTR R34. Now, one reason I picked this car is because it's called Godzilla, and in my opinion, that's the only cool nickname a car's ever had other than the Firebird. And yeah, I know the big trio, the RX-7, Mark IV, and the R34. I was going to choose the Mark IV for a little bit until it was my favorite until I saw the R34 in person. I don't know, it just looks a lot better in person. I could probably also go with one of the R31s, R32s, whatever all those models are. They all look kind of the same, other than the R35, which is worse in my opinion. Yeah, so you could just go with any of them, but I chose the R34 because I think it's probably the most iconic one. Moving on to Italy, and for Italy I have a three-way tie between the Pagani Huayra BC, Pagani Zonda R, and the Lamborghini Aventador. The reason I chose the Koenigsegg Jesko Attack over the Absolute is because I think the wing missing on the Absolute just looks very it was just completely gone, It just kind of looks like it got ripped off. Have you ever played Forza Motorsport 7 when you hit the wall with the car and then the spoiler comes off? That's kind of what it reminds me of, just looks unfinished to me. And the Jesko Attack, the spoiler, I think looks a lot better on it that way. I want to see its Nürburgring time. I've heard that it's a very good track car, so I'm really excited to see that too. Do you think it'll beat the AMG 1? I personally don't think so, but I think it'll be top 5. The last car brand on this list is Bugatti, and for Bugatti I chose the Chiron Per Sport. Now I chose it over the 300 Plus because in my opinion the spoiler looks a lot better on the Per Sport than it does on the 300. And even though the other one, the 300, it goes 304 miles an hour, I believe. And the Per Sport only goes 217. It's more of a track car, and 0 to 60 is also, I think it's a little better. I'm 100% sure. because I remember seeing like drag races between the two and they're very close. So yeah, I don't know how much those extra almost 100 miles do for the per sport, or for the super sport. It didn't seem like it did that much. Also, the Lavator Niort would be another close one, but I chose the per sport because I think that the spoiler looks better on the car than the other one does, what I was talking about before. Anyways, that's a wrap on today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.